scientific pursuit. Some of the men in the back of their minds did believe that a device would be found if they could understand it. Again, it kind of goes back to Mervin Kelly's philosophy, I think. In the early part of Kelly's career, he shared an office with a guy named Clinton Davison, whose name might be familiar. He won a Nobel Prize in 1937. But in the early days, in the teens and 20s, Kelly and Davison shared an office, and they were really like the original odd couple. Kelly was this antic, robust, fast-moving. He might have had ADD, I don't know, but he was paired with Clinton Davison, who was slow-moving, phlegmatic. He weighed about like 110 pounds. He was always sick. He would go home and sit in his stocking cap and write equations in a notebook. And yet Kelly developed this kind of awe for Davison. And he realized that when nobody else knew the answer to a problem at Bell Labs, and especially a problem involving the science of what was going on with, say, a problematic device, nobody could answer it, but Davison could. And in imparting not just advice on how to fix something, but imparting a deeper understanding on his colleagues, they could not just do twice as good. They could create improvements in the work they were doing, like by orders of magnitude, and that understanding something was power, essentially.
I want to read this one passage where you talk about, again, Mervin Kelly, and you say at one point, Kelly would not want to begin a project by focusing on what was known. He would want to begin by focusing on what was not known. The approach was both difficult and counterintuitive. It was more common practice to proceed with what technology would allow and fill in the gaps afterwards. Kelly's tack was akin to saying, locate the missing puzzle pieces first, and then do the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. And I think that sums up in many ways why the transistor team was created and what its goals were. Understand what we don't know, and we will solve the puzzle, so to speak.